Hello Foxglove friends, welcome to today's reading where we are going to look at what beautiful blessings are coming in for you. I am Rosalind and this is Foxglove Coaching Spiritual Guidance. So in pile 1 we have got business venture. In pile 2 we've got laughter. And in pile 3 we've got tsunami. So just take some nice deep breaths, take your time to feel which one is calling out to you more, and then the timestamps are in the description and they'll take you straight to your reading. If the reading does resonate with you, please do like and subscribe. It helps to grow my channel so I can help more people like you. And just to let you know, I've also just added animal communication to my Buy Me a Coffee shop. And you can have a look at my shop in the description, which is on the Buy Me a Coffee link, if you want to work with me one-to-one. And if you want to do any life coaching or love coaching or intuitive coaching with me, you can check out my website, which is also in the description, www.foxglovecoaching.com. Enjoy your reading, my lovely Foxglove friends. Hello pile 1, welcome to today's reading where we are looking at what beautiful blessings are coming in for you. Now you have chosen the business venture card, and it says trust and follow through on a new business idea or career opportunity. So this card speaks of either a new job, or if you're wanting to go self-employed, it's positive for that. It's telling you to follow your gut instincts, to follow your intuition about how you create more income in your life, more material wealth in your life. How are you putting that out there? And sometimes we have to be very open-minded about this, because we can buy into the structures that we're raised within, and we can think that only as part of a organised institution or organised business, or by working for somebody else, that's the only way to make money. But there's a whole world of way to create income, to create the energy that you need to come towards you. And as the world is shifting and changing, those opportunities are growing and expanding so much, because now we can work on a global level rather than just locally. So the whole world is our oyster. Anyway, I'm going to have a little look at what this is all about for you, pile 1. Pop that there. So I'm going to just be really open to spirit and ask for information, and we'll build a story to see what is going on. So first of all, we have got the 3 of Pentacles, which is very much about a new project and potentially working together with other people, or other people supporting what you're doing. There's like a community feeling with people that you're coming together with sometimes. Whether this is your clients or whether this is actual people that you're going into business with. Got the 6 of Swords. Interesting. Wow, look, and that from the picture alone, it looks like spirit is supporting and helping you as you go through an inner journey, or maybe there is actual travel involved in what you are doing to create your new income, or maybe you are working with people across the globe, but there's certainly this element where there's an ancestral feel to this, and where you might be worried about whether it's going to work or not, there's some sort of light shining on your situation to bring you information, and this may be a big part of the blessing, that you'll get an element. if you step away from your logical mind and feel through your heart and allow yourself to hear via your intuition and via your ancestors who are in spirit, they will support you in developing this into something that will stand the test of time. Nine of Swords. So there's potentially been quite a bit of worry about and sleepless nights, maybe nightmares, but there's been some anxiety about whether this is going to work out or not. Eight of Pentacles. So this is really good because this is a very abundant card and shows positivity around what, you know, whether it's like the Eight of Pentacles can show that you're working hard, that you've put a lot of effort into what you're doing, that you're ploughing ahead ambitiously, and it's a very positive card from that perspective. Six of Cups. This is to do with people from the past or to do with memories. Perhaps you're doing something that relates to something from childhood, or you're trying to create something that you've experienced before, or you've got people from the past being involved, but it's gonna there's an element of happy memories involved in this. Seven of Pentacles. So the little this card reminds me of another card in another pack that shows that, like, the little rabbit's gone, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. I'm just going to lie here and rest, and is waiting for the support. Is hoping that the support is going to come in because they're feeling a little bit weary about how much effort they've put in, and is this actually going to happen? But this Seven of Pentacles is very much about the fact that what the roots that you have put into the ground with what you've done already, or even the ideas that you've got and how much you've put in already, the growth is happening. So don't give up, pile one. I mean, we've got very specific mind and money cards here. So, you know, it's very, very focused on how you make your income, worrying about how you make your income. But let's get you some advice so that we can help you along this journey. So, what does pile one need to know, please, Spirit? Or what do they need? Let's see, what does pile one need to do to support beautiful blessings coming into their world? Talk about how you feel. Tell a friend how you feel. So be honest with yourself as you go through this process, because they will help to clear what is going on for you. They will help to, I think I need to make the screen just a tad bigger. Sorry, folks. There we go. Maybe made it too big now. Yeah, talk to somebody, because Spirit is always looking for ways to give you the right information to support you on your journey. And when we talk to other people, if you truly listen from your heart, there'll be certain things that they say that will resonate with you and help to set you back on the path again. So sometimes this element here, where this little animal is kind of going, oh, look, they're alone, and the autumnal leaves are falling down around them, and there's all this potential around them, but they're not really seeing it because they're kind of going, oh, I don't know if I'm going to make it. Find someone who understands to speak to about it. Find someone who has been through it, or even someone who is just going to be receptive in the right way, who cares about you and will help you to navigate through this, because sometimes we need to get those feelings up and out so we can brush them off and we can then continue again. So let's have a look. What is the beautiful blessing that is coming through for you around this? And I feel like it's obviously something related to how you're applying yourself to this. Very interestingly, I've got a lot of people coming to me at the minute who are wanting to open up to new potential and new ways of creating income and energy, and they're kind of looking for jobs from a logical perspective, when actually there's so much they can do that doesn't mean they have to go back into the mainstream of something that's going to make them unhappy, into a conventional job. They've got all these abilities and skills, and so I'm trying to speak with them and support them in how to utilize what's out there in the world to create an income that allows them to be fully creative. The blessing that's coming through is shaman, ancient healing wisdom. So as part of this process, you are going through a transformational and healing shift. And I suspect some of this is to do with actually having faith in yourself and in your ancestors and who you believe in to support you through this process, to provide for you at the right time. Let's have a look what else we've got for you. So something is happening here that is helping to bring balance back to you, that is helping your soul to come to the surface rather than you trying to live in your headspace. Interestingly, we've got love life that's come out, which is a secret, which is a beautiful blessing that is coming as part of this. So it may be that as you go through this process, you're actually going to meet someone along the way and begin a romantic encounter. Maybe you're having to rely on somebody romantically more, who you're in a romantic connection with, and that's strengthening the bonds of the relationship you've got. Or I suspect that this process is actually showing you how you could love life more. So, because this is so down here, we've got a very healing soul alignment, connections, heart space kind of energy going on. That's the blessing that's coming in. Up here, it's like you've been going through the headspace stuff. You've been trying to focus on what is going to make this business venture work. How am I going to get into this new role? Whatever it is about making your income or bringing that more energy into you, you've been very much in a headspace element here, which can cause anxiety and can cause fears and worries, because the route that you're taking is to step into alignment, into more balance with what your soul requirements, to bring you more happiness in life, to bring more into your heart space, which will always bring more love into your relationships, or will bring more loving relationships in Pile 1. So the beautiful blessing that's coming in is that you're stepping out of the matrix is what I want to say, Pile 1, and into the real higher vibrational loving element of where your soul desires to reside in life. This is very exciting. Right, let me get some more cards for you. Can I have more about they're beautiful. I keep wanting to say hidden blessings for some reason with you, Pile 1. So perhaps you haven't realised how much is actually happening that's good as part of this process that you've been going through, and what it's doing for you rather than to you. But these are beautiful blessings that are coming through for you. Practice. The best way to be good at a skill is to practice, practice, practice until you get it right. And so I think even if you've got concerns about whether what you're doing is going to be good enough, or be supported by the universe, or be appreciated by other people, just keep putting it out there. What I have noticed in a big way is that those who succeed are those who are not too worried about instant perfection or total perfection. They put things out there, they allow themselves to be seen, and to show what they're doing, their gifts and things. Even if it's not perfect, even if there's, errors within it, they still put themselves out there. And then people appreciate that and they'll come to it. So don't be afraid to start sharing your gifts and abilities and what you can do and whatever it is you're thinking about. Don't be afraid to share that, because people will appreciate it now. As it stands now, you have got it within you to do that. Let's see what else we've got. What other beautiful blessings are coming in? Okay, now we're going to get you some more advice. More advice for Pal. One, please, Spirit. Yeah, intuition. Follow your intuition. A lot of that is here and in the shaman element. Follow your intuition with what you want to do. So instead of living in your head space and letting that dictate what's going on with you, Pal 1, make sure that you take as much time to calm your nervous system. And I say this on most videos. Make sure to take time to breathe deeply, calm your nervous system so that you can tune into your heart space and allow yourself to receive all the information that is coming in from Spirit. And I love this card because I'm going to make sure this zooms in, so sorry if it wobbles a bit. Look at all the beautiful animals on this card. And this is kind of all the potential of, I want to say, like all the variation of people, all the many different people who will be interested, all the different beings who are going to be interested in what you are doing and will want to be part of it and want to be part of the beauty that radiates from you and how you're going to blossom and shine and transform. It's all in this card, so that the light of who you are shines brighter than ever. And that is part of the blessing that is coming through with this. So relinquish fears. Put all your worries into a bucket and let the angels take them away, and allow yourself to receive, because you are enough is what I want to say. So just allow yourself to follow your intuition. Know that you are enough. Know that you are enough right now. Live with love in your heart, and love will come into your life in all sorts of different ways. The final cards we've got are Mountain and Strength and Cave and Sanctuary. And again, this is quite shamanic, so maybe something you're doing is to do with shamanic work. But part of this process is to, when we see a mountain and we start to climb it, it's hard work, Pal 1. It's not an easy task. However, the beauty of the experience and everything that we go through as we climb that mountain, and when we get to the top, how utterly rewarding it is when we've put in that effort to make that achievement, and the perspective it gives us when we reach that point. And I was having a lovely conversation with somebody last night, one of my dear friends, and we were talking about, you just don't know what you don't know until you know it. I don't know if that's the right phrase, but basically, when you get to the other side of what you've been doing and you look back and you go, oh my goodness, I can't believe I was living in that way, or my behaviours were that way, or I was allowing that in my life, or I felt that way now that I'm at the top of my mountain and I can see with perspective, and I have peace, joy, contentment, abundance in my life because I've made it. And you'll be so proud. And it's just important to take yourself out of, make sure you give yourself time to have peace, like literal peace without sound. Have either in your home or in a certain room or a certain park or somewhere that you can go where you can take time out from this, because it can be all consuming sometimes. If you're focused on making something happen in this way, you can get so into pushing and pushing and pushing and trying to think of ideas and trying to make it right and wanting to pay attention to it. And sometimes you need to just stop and have a moment where that's just for you to kind of relax and not have to engage with other people on it, not have to engage with yourself on it. You know what I mean? So just bear in mind that that is a necessity. I still want to get you another card. I'm going to get you one more, pal one. Spirit. I feel like still want Spirit. Can I have one more card for pal one, please? Just to finalise today's reading. What a beautiful shift and transformation you're going through, pal one. Yeah, maintain your childlike spirit. So as you go through this process, just try as hard as you can to enjoy it. I say try as hard as you can. That's not the right phrase because that sounds so grown up. Go with the flow and allow yourself to shift and play and enjoy different elements of it, because it will come to fruition so much faster. And as you step into more of a heart-based way of living, the whole point of this, the whole point of life is to live in happiness, to enjoy the experience. You're not meant to be stressed and worried and feeling like you're in lack, like there's not enough for you. What I do as part of my business is I believe in Source and the universe and my ancestors and the angels and God and Jesus and many, many things. So I allow the universe to be my parent. So just like when you're a child, in theory, whether this has been right for you or not, the material elements of your life are provided for by the father or the mother in my case, but somebody who's a higher authority than you, in theory. Go with me on this, pal one. I think you'll understand what I'm saying. And you don't have to worry about whether there's going to be a roof over your head or whether you're going to get fed or whether you're going to have things. That's not your worry and concern. Your worry and concern is to how much you can play and how much you can enjoy life and how much you can learn. So I've put it out there that I will trust in Father God, if you like, to provide for me as I am his child. So all of the abundance that I've had in my life so far, I recognise that has come to me because it's been provided to me by the universe, by God. Whoever you believe in, this isn't dictating anything like that. But the key element of this is to allow yourself to feel held and support by higher powers because you aren't in control of everything, or much at all really, because you're a human being on this planet. You can only live in the right energy, and that will bring in everything that you need. That's the very short version, but I'm hoping that makes sense. If you do want to work with me on that more, I can take you through that in more detail. Pile 1, just make contact with me via my website, which is in the description. So allow yourself to have fun, basically, and enjoy this heartfelt space as you go through this wonderful transformation and such an interesting time of how to have self-worth and self-value in your life. Wishing you all the best. If this resonated, please do like and subscribe. Take care, and lots of love and luck to you, pal 1. Bye-bye. Hello, pal 2. Welcome to today's reading, where we are going to look at what beautiful blessings are coming in for you. And you have chosen laughter. Now, what a blessing this is. One of the best blessings of all, because laughter represents happiness, joy, being in your heart space, being able to relax and relinquish control as you allow the energy to swell up on you and release out into the world through sound. It says you need a good laugh, so let's have a look at what the blessing is for you that is coming. So, Spirit, please can you advise what's going on for pal 2? So we have got King of Cups. Very nice. Put some of these out so we can start to see what the picture is that's happening for you. I can't get my cards. 8 of Wands. 9 of Wands. Interesting. 7 of Swords. 9 of Swords. Interesting. So we've had some upsets and the Magician. Okie dokie. So something came in, or somebody came in who seemed caring, compassionate, emotionally intelligent, maybe romantic, but certainly compassionate and spiritual even. And good feelings came in with this, and there might have been like a celebration, but it was very much feeling positive. And then it's gone downhill, is what I want to say. And maybe something's come in, or somebody's come in that was, that you felt was a blessing in your life. And then you've kind of, things have happened quickly. Things have moved quite fast. And that's maybe taken a bit of courage, or stressed you out, or made you feel like overwhelmed with it all. And you've suddenly become guarded, or this can be to do with greed, like guarding what you've got and kind of going, well, hold on, are you taking too much? Are you trying to do one over on me, or whatever? It feels a bit like when you enter into a new love relationship, but just take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't, pal 2. It feels like when you enter into something new and it goes really fast and it's kind of good, and then you go, oh my goodness, what's going on? And you feel like things are coming to fruition and you've made it and you've got what you want, and then you go, and then you've stepped into in your headspace and forgotten what the blessing was in the first instance, pal two. And then you've ended up worrying and you've kind of manifested a situation from, I mean this nicely, but from your ego sense, from fears, from the human element of being in existence. You've gone, it's all got a bit out of balance, pal two. So, and you might have got a bit overprotective, is what I want to say, of what you feel is yours, what are you getting from this, how are you, and you've manifested it into, it's turned into something that's a bit more stressful. And part of what's coming in, part of the blessing is around the laughter, that you almost need to break, break or breach. Oh, can you see that? Yeah, it's fallen out. You almost need to get out of your head, get out of, maybe you need to literally leave the house and go out somewhere and have a nice time and step out of this tension that you've accidentally created, but even if it's just emotionally, step out of your comfort zone, shake it off and bring a bit of laughter and light-heartedness in so that you can get back to this blessing. All the good things. Look, we've got the fish leaping out here because they're all blessings, But because things have gone so quickly, it's almost like your psyche hasn't had chance to adjust. Your psyche has been pushed into a panic of, oh, I need to protect what's mine. I need to protect me. I need to make sure that I don't get taken advantage of in some way during this, and it's caused you stress, and people may have behaved in ways that you didn't expect them to because it's all gone a bit fast. And also sometimes when things start to come into being that we've wished and hoped for, because it feels loving and comfortable and open, and you're opening up to vulnerabilities, take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't, just thinking if this is, sort of a new relationship element, your old wounds can come to the surface to be healed because they go, oh, look, you're in a good place. Here, have this. Let's fix this while we're in this nice, loving, vulnerable, open place where your heart is wide open. Let's fix this. And then it crashes you down into, oh my goodness, what if what happened before happens again? That sort of scenario. But you've ended up manifesting it, turning it into something that you don't quite want it to be. But it's fixable. Pal 2, it's fixable to get back on track, to have this joy and fun and laughter and the blessing and the light and the sunshine and all the good bits of what it once was. You just need to get out of your head, and you need to step out of the worry and the distress of where you're at now. So how are you going to do that? Let's get you. I want some advice for you. So Spirit, how can Pal 2 resolve and repair and get out of their own way? I want to say Pal 2. Contemplation. Okay, so I want to say slow down. Just slow down for a minute, pile 2. Slow down, reflect, and think about, from your heart space, what has been good, what has been bad, what have you experienced before that you're perhaps, how have your actions impacted on what's going on now to create and manifest the scenario as it is? So see what responsibility you can take around this to go, how have I manifested this situation into being? What fears from the past have cropped up that I actually need to heal? How am I transforming? Just have just consider what is going on with you and in this situation, and just slow down. Maybe journal what's going on for you. Let me see. So, what are the beautiful blessings coming in, please, for pile 2? Beautiful blessings coming in for pile 2 as part of this situation. Yeah, look. If you enter back into... Now, this is so interesting because pile 1 got this as well, but almost in a different way, I think. If you allow yourself to slow down, to see how these pink flowers here, they're so soft and gentle. Have some compassion for the people around you, or that relates to this situation. Step into your heart space. Recognise how you love life, and love will come into your life. So you've kind of gone into a harder space of protection out of fear. Just shake that off. Step out of that and go back into your heart space and consider what you love in life. Allow your energy to come back into you. Breathe your loving energy back into your heart space, so that you stop focusing on what you are or aren't getting from this situation, and start to enjoy life and love life for you in the moment. And it will break the tension of what's going on here. The basis of your question involves your romantic life, which is now changing for the better. This is the blessing that's coming in, pile 2. Let me see what else. What other blessings are coming in for pile 2, please, Spirit? So things are good. It's just like it's your fears, and maybe the fears of other people involved as well. So this could be friendships and different relationships, but it's about connecting through love and lightening up, this bit of laughter, lightening up a little bit about things, so things aren't so serious, because it's only perceptions that make things serious. You can kind of shake that off. Yeah, there's a lot of healing going on. You have the power to help and heal others. So your behaviour will positively impact on others if you choose to step into, more heart-centred space. And this is part of what's the blessing that's coming in, the beautiful blessing, is healing, allowing your heart to be healed, allowing compassion and gentleness to come in, so that all parties involved can be healed, because you will be energetically connected through cords. So the more you heal yourself, the more other people in connection with you also heal. It's like throwing a stone into a pond and the ripples going out. The more you heal, the more it affects mass consciousness, and the more that you have better connections and more positive aspects and peace and contentment going on in your world. What else do I want? I want a bit more advice for pile 2, please. A bit more advice for pile 2. Make sure that you aren't engaging in if you need to not get involved in elements of drama, manage that for yourself. You know, you can't control anybody else, but just make sure that you're not engaging in any drama with anybody else. So we've got spring. Your desires fully manifest as the flowers begin to bloom. So there may be more happening in spring. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you're watching this, that might be relevant. But I also want to say the energy of spring is new love and new life, which, you know, we've got love life here, or love of life is what I want to say. It's like allow yourself to enjoy the new love feeling that comes in, like it does in the spring when everything's waking up, when, you know, we're being woken up energetically. Allow that to be part of your being. Oh, interesting. Your work focus is shifting in a positive, new and successful direction. So something around your change in your approach to work, or perhaps it's affecting the balance between where you're spending time work-wise and home life, or, you know, having fun, how you're bringing more joy and laughter into your life as a whole. The blessing feels like there's a lot more love and happiness and joy coming into this, and that's affected, it's affecting what's going on with work as well. So you may have just gone into a new career, or you may or it may be affecting the job that you're in, that you're not taking that as seriously in a positive way, so that it's not having such an overwhelming effect on you. I want to get one final card for you, pile 2. Can we have a final outcome kind of card for pile 2, please, Spirit? Ah, lovely, lovely. So the final outcome is that as you go forward with this situation, you will start to see the big picture of your life. You will start to see why you have gone through experiences and how they have led you to now. And that is a blessing in itself, because, you know, to have clarity about what's going on can bring you such contentment and peace, and, you know, to understand, these difficult situations happen to get me to this beautiful place that I'm in now. So this is a beautiful blessing that you will start to, I feel like the world is your oyster as we go forward as well. And you may wish to, there might be a change in location, or there might be travel, or there's something where the angels and spirit are blessing you, because this rainbow represents, if you see rainbows and things, quite often it's because the angels are taking care of things and supporting you and guiding you, so that you don't have to think so hard about what to do. The journey that you're on is fated. The experiences that you're going through now are fated as part of your destiny. So this is a big deal, what you're going through now, in a positive way, to shift and transform your life in beautiful ways. I feel like you've gone through the dark times. It's time to allow yourself to experience happiness. It's like you might be guarding against what's been in the past, but this is a different time in your life. This is the spring chapter of your life, new beginnings, a new venture, something where you can be more light-hearted. You don't have to be so, you know, it's not like the winter where in the northern hemisphere, kind of in the winter, we have the visual element of kind of being tense against the cold, having to wrap up warm, it being hard, having to guard against misfortunes and the darkness and all that. That's not where you're at, pal two. You're in the springtime when the world is opening up. Things are opening up for you. You can be light-hearted. Life is easier. You're going into a good time. The end. So, if you liked this and it resonated, please do like and subscribe. It helps to grow my channel so it can help more people like you. If you want to work with me one-to-one, you can go onto the Buy Me a Coffee link, and my shop is there, and you can also buy me a coffee there if you wish to do so, which would be very much appreciated. You can work with me as a love, life and intuitive coach by looking on my website, which is also in the description. Wishing you many beautiful blessings, pal two. Thanks for watching. Take care. Goodbye. Hello, pal three. Welcome to today's reading. You've chosen Tsunami Wake Up Call. Wow, this one's intense, isn't it? So we'll have a look at what's going on for you and what beautiful blessings are involved in this. I think a wake-up call's good because it pushes us out of our comfort zone. It's just sometimes it can be a bit chaotic to shuffle us and to shake us into stepping out of our comfort zone. We'll see how this relates to what's going on with you by getting some cards out and having a little look at what's going on. So let's create a picture spirit so that we can help our Foxglove friend with advice and information. Right, 9 of Pentacles we've got first, which has just popped out there. So what's going on for pile 3, please? The Moon. The Devil. Wheel of Fortune, interesting. Page of Pentacles. King of Wands. Okie dokie. So, this is very interesting because you've got 3 major arcana cards that have come out here. So something quite big has been going on for you. There's been some form of success, or maybe financial abundance, or you were doing well. You know, maybe you've got everything you need financially, but you've done well and things have been positive. The Moon can be to do with dreams or psychic awakening or things that have been unseen. Things going on behind the scenes sometimes, or fears that we've got to face in connection with our own issues. So maybe you've ended up being successful, but somehow as part of that's driven difficult aspects that you have within yourself. So it could be something to do with addictions or fears, or there's like fears and concerns here. Maybe this success has actually not served you at a soul level ever so well in the way you got the success. And something's shifting and changing now, which is allowing you to step into something new, like maybe a new job or a new way of being, or something to do with finances. Perhaps you haven't always... Take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't, because I'm just considering all elements of this, because this is quite an interesting run of cards, really. So this can be to do with either somebody who's worked hard and has been reliable and there's a new job opportunity, or it can be somebody who struggles to manage their money sometimes. But we've got new leadership opportunities, so I think this may be to do with a new job that we've got coming through here, or a new way of being, some new potential of how to lead in life. So we've got some big stuff going on. I'm going to see if I can get any more about what is going on for you. I feel like the wake-up call element is related to the fact that we've got something's been causing you distress, or it's been volatile maybe in some way with what you've been dealing with, or people have been difficult, or maybe you've been impacting on those around you in a way that didn't feel right to you to achieve this. And you're now choosing a more honourable way forward, because you and getting accomplishments. I don't know. It's interesting that we've got those mixed in, but the things are changing for you to something that's, that's new, and where you've achieved something and you're going to be taking a leadership role. So perhaps I want to get some more cards. Spirit, can I have a bit more information about what this is about, please, for pile 3? What is this about for pile 3? Effortless. Interesting. How interesting. So, I think there's an element of things have come about for you because you've worked so hard, and you've faced issues and difficulties and difficult times to get to the success that you've been going through. And now what's happening is positive things are coming into play because you've done that foundational work, because you've kind of built up the strength of character to deal with difficult things. You've faced your inner demons as you've gone through this process to achieve success, so that now you can have a more positive. Now you're kind of like the big fish in a little pond now. You've managed to get to the point where actually you've developed a strength of character, is what I want to say, that's allowing things to be easier for you because you've experienced what you need to understand. It's interesting we've got the wake-up call coming in for you though. Let me get some more information. Let's have a look. What beautiful blessings are coming in? Okay, we're going to get some advice first. Hold on, before we get the beautiful blessings, is what I'm being told. I'm going to get some advice first. Okay, inner truths. So there's something where you need to acknowledge to yourself what is right and wrong for you. And I feel like this still might be to do with the fears and the more psychic awareness, like the more spiritual element of who you are, and facing your shadow self, so that by being truly honest with yourself, it's one of the hardest things to do, really, pile 3, but it will present different opportunities, because you'll go, well, is this right for me? Is this right for my life? What do I need to shift and change? And I think that's where the wake-up call's coming in. There's some element where you need to be more honest with yourself. And let's see how that leads to what beautiful blessings are then coming in for pile 3, please, Spirit. So we've got water here. Drink more water and eat foods with water in them, such as fresh fruits and vegetables. So there's something to do with taking better care of yourself and maybe the people around you, and having calmer emotions. That's sort of what's going to come through. There's an awful lot about water. In fact, crikey, we've got the tsunami, which is the great raging elements of water. And perhaps this is where you've been. Perhaps the tension for you has been great, and you've been easily riled because there's been too much pressure, and you've been pushed, and maybe you've put too much pressure on yourself. So there's all this tension that's been within you, and something's happened because of that tension that's ended up being a wake-up call. Whereas now the blessing that's coming in through having to face certain things within yourself, with having to acknowledge what's going on within you, things are shifting and changing so that water is now flowing and calmer and more steadier, which is to do with your emotions, so that you have an easier life and take care of yourself in a better way. Maybe you've had an impact to your health. Maybe there's been impacts, to how you, I don't know, just things that have pushed and shoved at you that's made you change how you're living in certain ways, whether it's that you're in a new job or that you've got a new job, but it might be the way that you engage in life altogether. I think pile 3. Beautiful blessings that are coming in for you. Wishes are going to come true. So wish upon a star, make a wish and expect the very best. So stop worrying about how you think things might be the same as they've always been, or stop worrying about if you don't keep applying this tension to yourself and this pressure, or if you don't live in this scenario where there's constant pressure applied, that you won't have everything that you need. It's time to relax and ask the universe for support. Ask for what you want. Pray for what you want, and take that pressure off you. Be honest with yourself about what's going on in life. Start taking care of yourself. These are the blessings. You've been pushed to make this change, to start being honest with yourself, to have beautiful things coming into your life. And by stepping into this honesty with yourself and taking more care of yourself, nicer and good things are going to start coming in. Pile 3. Because you'll be living more in alignment with what your heart needs rather than what you think you should be doing. Yeah, try something new. These are the new blessings that are coming in. So whatever has happened as part of this wake-up call, it's now time to start engaging in life in a different way, in a more fun way. This is more diverse, spending time with different people, with new people, maybe join new groups, or have more of a fun social element as part of your life if you haven't done before, without fear. I want to get a couple more advice cards for you, please. Can I have 2 more advice cards for pile 3, please, Spirit? I feel like there's been some having to face shadow elements, you might have having to face difficulties, and be real with yourself. so that you can relax and rest into life instead of trying to, for some of you, maybe control it too much, so that you can start to focus on you and what you wish for in life, and to start enjoying life more. That is the blessing that's coming from what you've been through. It's time to start considering what do you want out of life. Well, I didn't expect this one. So, okay, I get it. What are you carrying through? What limiting beliefs are you carrying through from your parents or from your family or from how people before you have lived? Because it's time to release them. You don't have to, anything they've said to you, you don't have to live by that. Any way they've lived, you don't have to live in that way. You can choose to live how you want to live, how's right, how is correct for you. We're in a different time and a different age now. Just notice the voices that you hear. Are they, when you have thoughts in your mind, are they your thoughts? Are they the thoughts of your parents or of people around you who've criticised or said things that make you push yourself too hard? Because at the end of the day, you are only responsible for yourself in the true essence of life, unless you've got a child involved, you know what I mean? But as an adult, you can only be truly responsible for yourself. Don't live by the rules of others, is what I want to say, pile 3. Make sure that you are living in a way that is kind and compassionate to yourself, so that you are enjoying the life that you have. There's the truth element here. Things that have been said in the past by other people, it's not necessarily the truth. So don't live by it. Recognise how your life is different now. Patience, please. Okay, so this is another advice card. What you're asking for is coming about. Have patience. I feel like this might be a bit hard for you, pile 3. I know patience is often hard for me, but this might be part of the lesson and the part of the blessing. Have patience, as there are unseen factors that need to occur first. So if there's delays with things, don't worry about it. It's because things are going on in the background. The universe is sorting things out so the best outcome, and your ancestors and spirit are sorting things out so that you have the best outcome. Right. So this is the final outcome card, and we've got that's pretty intense, that pile 3. Open your heart. So it's showing to heal your heart and to allow more love in. So we've got the swan here that is obviously to do with soulmates and things, and maybe memories from childhood down here. But it's about opening up and relinquishing control and allowing more love into your life. I feel like I really want to on this one, actually. I want to have a little look in the book, because sometimes it says much more in an eloquent fashion. So the truth, this is about truth again, interestingly. The truth of our world, nature and environment is love. This is eternal love that makes no demands, has no expectations, and does not place limits or conditions on us. There is an opportunity for each and every person to experience love at this deepest level if they are willing to be open. Love can and will flow into your heart. but only if you allow it. It will change your perception, nature, and hold you, and even give you the strength to endure hardship. Take a moment, open your heart, and allow love to bring you joy, serenity, renewed energy, passion, and total unrelenting happiness. That is the overall blessing that is coming into your life, the beautiful blessing that's coming into your life, pal 3. All you need to do is open up to it and be willing to receive love from the universe, your ancestors, from God, from Source, from the angels, whoever and whatever you believe in. It's all there to support you. You just need to relinquish some of the control and hold that you are trying to have. Maybe let down some of your walls and your guards to let this in. Lots of love to you, pal 3. If you liked this reading and it resonated, please do like and subscribe. You can work with me one-to-one as a love, life and intuitive coach by looking at my website, which is in the description. You can also work with me in different ways via my shop, which is the Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. And you can also buy me a coffee if you want to on the Buy Me a Coffee link. So thank you so much for watching today. Take care. Goodbye.